Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about Captain America Brave New World, aka Captain America 4, aka the first one with Anthony Mackie taking over for Chris Evans as the role of Captain America. Not as Steve Rogers though, of course. And that's a common misconception apparently with some old people I know that, oh, they just turned Captain America black. Wrong, idiots. Before we get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel as we're going to be posting some more content in the next week or so. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell as it helps us in the algorithm. Make sure we don't get lost like my hair since the last video. So let's talk about Captain America 4. I see a lot of people dogging on this film online and I just don't understand. Is this film perfect? No, not by any means. It's not perfect. Is it a fun, entertaining movie? Yeah, it is. And maybe I'm just too easy to please. I don't know. But this film felt like it gave us a lot of what people have been asking for the last few years with Marvel. Like a lot of people have been like, enough with the multiverse. Let's get back to, the basics. Let's get back to Earth, some Earth ground stories. And that's exactly what this is. Like this reminded me of the first phase or two of Marvel when it wasn't always about saving the entire galaxy or the universe. It was just about saving the world, saving the city, saving someone you care about, stuff like that, solving a crime, stuff like that. That's exactly what this film is. Is this film on the same level as something like Winter Soldier? No, but Winter Soldier is my favorite MCU movie still to this day. Is this film top 10 MCU? No, I don't think so. Is it bottom 10 MCU? I also don't think so. I think I could name 10 movies that I'd rewatch less than this one. Like I can definitely see myself coming back to this one once it hits 4K Blu-ray for sure, more than I have some other more recent films and some older ones too. So like this film shines really with the cast in my opinion. I think Anthony Mackie nails it. Like he's so damn good. Whether the critics are liking this one, I just hope it makes enough money that they can do like a Captain America 5, because I do want to see Anthony Mackie in this role in a solo film once again. I know we're going to see him in the Avengers films, but I'd love to see him at least one more time in a solo movie, because I thought he was great in this film. I thought he had really good chemistry with the entire cast as the leading man. I thought he did a really good job. I thought, what's his name? Daniel Ramirez. I thought he was damn good. He's kind of like the younger, I don't want to quite say snarky, but a little bit of a smartass, a little cocky kind of sidekick. And that's, I mean, he's younger than Anthony Mackie was when, Winter Soldier came out and he was introduced as the Falcon. But he is kind of in that role where he's being introduced to this, like, bigger world, so he's kind of full of himself a little bit, tries to get in a little too much action at times. But I thought him and Anthony Mackie's chemistry was great, just like it was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Carl Lumley, of course, he's always fantastic, and it was great to see him. And that's another reason I want another Captain America movie, because I feel like we might not see Carl Lumley again as Isaiah Bradley unless we get another Captain America movie, and I definitely want to see that character. I thought Harrison Ford crushed it. I was wondering how it was going to feel without Bill Hurt as Thaddeus Ross, and Harrison Ford's great. They kind of acknowledged with a little wink wink at the camera that it's a different actor, and I thought Harrison Ford crushed it just as he always does. I love me some Harrison Ford. It did make me sad because at some points in this film, like he looks like an old man at times, and it's just sad because I don't want to see Harrison Ford, go away. I want to see Harrison Ford forever. And I thought he was great as Thaddeus Ross and great as the Red Hulk, of course. And the Red Hulk is so damn good. I have a personal connection to the Red Hulk, as that's what got me into Hulk comic books when I was a kid. I think it was like 2009 that Red Hulk was introduced, and that was the first Hulk comic book I ever read, was the Red Hulk's introduction, that whole storyline by I think it was Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. So I love that. I got the omnibus over there on my bookshelf, so I had a personal connection to that character, and they thumbs up. I see people complaining he's not in the film enough. What did you want? Did you want the whole movie to be Red Hulk? It's not what it is. It's a Captain America movie. And that's another thing I keep seeing people being like, it's not really Captain America 4. It's more like a sequel to The Incredible Hulk and a sequel to The Eternals. But no one likes those movies, so this is what we got. Just slap Captain America on it. That's not true at all. Is there elements from The Incredible Hulk that are coming back? Yes. Are there elements from The Eternals that are coming back? Yes. But this is through and through a Captain America story. And look, Winter Soldier had stuff from the other films carrying through. Civil War definitely had stuff. If anything, Civil War felt less like a Captain America movie than this one, so I don't know where the complaints are coming from on that. But that is to say, while I did really enjoy this film, there are some things I didn't like as much as I love Giancarlo Esposito, I think he was kind of wasted in this film. I think he could have been a bigger role in the MCU, like a possibly Norman Osborn, like a possibly Magneto, or even Professor Xavier, or I don't know, someone else even. Like, he could have been a bigger role. Not that he was bad in this film by any means. He just could have had more to do. And as a comic book fan, I don't love that the Serpent Society was just turned into a generic military organization. It's just like we've gotten so far into this stuff. Like, the comic booky stuff works now. Like, people accept it. Like, look at the Fantastic Four trailer. People are loving that thing, and it's so comic booky. And then they take the Serpent Society that's really comic booky and just turn it into generic terrorist group number 5 or whatever. So it's like, I don't love that, even though I do love Giancarlo. I mean, we could see Sidewinder show up in like Moon Knight season 2, as he is a Moon Knight villain if we ever get Moon Knight season 2. But yeah, another thing I didn't love was the new, I guess you could call her the female lead of this film. I can't remember her character's name, but I didn't love her. She just felt bland, and she almost felt like she didn't really need to be in the movie. I'm not sure why she was really in the movie. Like, her storyline could have been cut out completely, and I feel like the movie would have played out the exact same way, so I didn't love her. I thought she was just kind of bland and not that great of a performance from her, unfortunately. Another thing, a small thing, is towards the beginning of the film. This doesn't spoil anything, but there's a newscast going on, and it's basically recounting the events of the Incredible Hulk, which I understand. That movie came out 17 years ago, which is crazy. But so, like, some younger people might not have seen that movie. Like, it's possible they haven't seen that movie, so, catching them up so they can understand this film a little better. But just the way it played out, like, the news, like, in real life would never say that stuff. Like, they're talking about President Ross, and then they're like, and his estranged daughter Betty Ross, aka the ex-girlfriend of Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. It's like, who wrote that? Like, I felt like that was put in reshoots, because I feel like someone at Marvel was like, people aren't going to understand. People didn't watch The Incredible Hulk 17 years ago. They're not going to remember any of this, so throw in this 30-second exposition, and it just felt weird. There was another scene where the leader takes out somebody. I'm not going to spoil it, but he kills somebody, and it felt very much like a last-second reshoot that they plugged into the movie to make something else work. Won't say what, but you'll notice it when you see the movie. It's close to the third act. And towards the end, when, of course, in the trailers, you see Falcon Cap fighting Red Hulk, there's a part in that scene where they start talking, and it keeps going, like, it shows Anthony Mackie, and then I'll show the Red Hulk. It shows Anthony Mackie, then it shows the Red Hulk. It really felt like Anthony Mackie was just standing on a soundstage one day, and they shot his lines, and then they later on composited the Red Hulk in there. It just felt weird. Like, it just looked weird post-production wise. So yeah, like, this film's not perfect. There are things I don't like, but it did feel like the old school MCU to me. It was lower scale. Like, it was connected, like, it started weaving things together. And while a lot of films like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and Loki and Shang-Chi kind of, and Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, the Marvels, whatever it was called, and Ant-Man, they all were kind of setting up the multiverse stuff that people aren't loving that much. This film kind of starts setting the stage for the Earthbound part of the saga, like the Avengers and stuff like that. Like, that starts setting it up. And then the post-credit scene is really cool, in my opinion. It kind of sets the stage for things to come. And, of course, all the adamantium stuff, of course, teasing up the Wolverine of it all. So I really do like this film. Not top 10 MCU, not bottom 10 MCU either. Perfect? Not by any means. But it's my third favorite Captain America. I like the first Captain America. It just doesn't really fit with the rest. Like, this film feels like the other two Captain America movies. Is it as good? No. But it is still a fun time, in my opinion, at the movie theater. It's got a really cool popcorn bucket that I should have grabbed before I started filming this video. So I give this film a 7.5 out of 10. Really fun, really solid film. Good start for the 2025 MCU between this and Spider-Man, and we got Daredevil coming out in just a few weeks. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content on that. Make sure you comment down below with what you thought of Captain America, and we can talk about spoilers. Just hit it with a little spoiler warning down there in the comments as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys right here next time.